Hey, how you doing, guys? Landmark Live, we're back. Platte County Landmark out here at the Platte County Fairgrounds. I'm Ivan Foley. This is Brad Carl, and you're on Landmark Live. Well, you're not actually on it. You're watching us on it. We've had all kinds of guests this morning. Brad's been busy. You've got coffee. You've driven a demo derby car.
And I just realized I've got a pretty big problem.
What's that?
Well, if you're going to play hooky from work, don't go live on Facebook.
so your boss saw that?
Yeah, I'm going to have, well, probably. I'm going to have a problem. Yeah.
Brad Carl fired. Brad Carl.
Won't be the first time.
Unemployment line. You know, we should talk about that. You had a little radio career. I assume you got fired once or twice in that, because everybody gets fired in radio.
You know, it's funny that you asked that. That is the one thing that I can't say happened to me.
Really?
A lot of weird things happened when I was in radio, but I did not get fired.
They just didn't call it firing. They just said non-renewal.
Or something that's probably what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
It's clever wording, Brad.
Yes. Wait a second. I just realized I've been fired.
You've had that happen too.
Well, so we're going to bring in the Platte City Popo, you guys. The police department is out here keeping the peace, and these guys were just on Fox 4, so we thought, hey, since they're celebrities now, they've got to do Landmark Live. We have with us Sergeant Mike Mand and Police Chief Joe Wellington. Welcome, guys, and we appreciate you remembering the little people after your appearance on the big network.
Well,
right?
I did tell you, my success I owe to you guys. Because I was on Facebook Live, it was a very positive reaction from everybody. My positive, I look silly.
No, you look good.
For most people that text me, my phone blew up and said what a great job I did. So yeah, because of that led to Fox 4.
Yeah, and you did a great job on Landmark Live. We brought you on to talk Halloween safety. We ended up talking most of the night about movies and stuff, so I thought that went well. But nobody died over Halloween, so we accomplished
That's true,
our
yeah,
goal.
absolutely.
So what are you guys doing out here this morning other than talking with Channel 4? You just hanging out? This is what you do all day?
Well, no, I have a job to do, like a real job to do. But really, we came out here, for the interviews and look around, and eventually we'll mosey back over to
your jurisdiction. Now, if there was some crime being committed right here in Tracy, could you step in and you on a mutual aid sort of thing? Could you actually take control of the situation?
Absolutely.
If we needed? Okay, that's good to know.
And all officers have that throughout the United States. You would hold somebody, detain them for local jurisdiction to show up and kind of take them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're obligated to kind of step in wherever we are.
We're learning something.
Yeah.
Chief, can you back that up, or is Mike feeding us full of stuff?
Well, that's always possible. But yeah, we're not ever going to let anybody get hurt.
Right.
You know, that's just built into us as policemen. And we would do that, anywhere. We have that ability. We have that training, so we can do that. You don't want to get involved in things off duty. You don't want to get involved in things outside your jurisdiction. We're certainly not going to let somebody get hurt.
If you had to thump somebody, you'd thump somebody, right, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I would take control of somebody. Is probably what I would say.
Ivan is asking for a personal situation because he's like thinking, can I go like this to them? You can't get me. I'm in Tracy.
So I think I've asked Mike this on a previous show, but Chief, have you ever had to fire your weapon in the line of duty? And if so, tell us about it.
Several animals. Obviously, that's not a big deal, but there was one time.
Okay.
It's a long time ago.
All right. Well, we don't want to get into the details now. It might still be under investigation.
Well, I think we talked a little bit about on the show when Mike was on about Live PD and about how if you like watching that show, we get a taste of as just a regular person what it's like to be a police officer, and sometimes in a situation like that where you've got to draw your weapon and you literally, like watching a TV show like that, I can feel what that must be like to have to do something like that. And it's not something that you guys are looking or wanting to do, but you never know what the day might bring, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, in Live PD, I do like that show because it's more of a real aspect of what we do.
Right.
When you watch cops, they edit everything.
Yeah.
But in Live PD, it's nice to see them go to do a felony warrant check, and the person's not there.
Right.
That happens.
That's real life.
Sure.
Yeah.
More often than not, that happens.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure.
Or people are deceptive to you, and you're kind of chasing your tail sometimes for a little while, and so I like that part of it.
Yeah. Shows you a realistic aspect of your job.
And that's what we like about Landmark Live, because we rehearse nothing.
We
And
never know
sometimes
what's
it
gonna
shows, but that's okay. We're real and
Part of the charm.
and raw. Basically, we're raw. Now, Chief, you're relatively new to Platte City. Tell us how long you've been in town now.
I started here in the middle of March, so 4 or 5 months. Get my feet wet.
Yeah.
Kind of got a pretty good idea what's going on now. First couple of months we're a transition, and I'm getting much more comfortable with things and starting to, learn the area, learn the people, and still got a lot of years left in me. So.
Do you? Okay, good.
Yeah,
It's good to know
so.
because now, what's your favorite part so far? What part of the job do you enjoy the most?
This has been all today. I love getting out.
That's kind of Mike's specialty, though. You don't want to take that away from him. Right? I mean, what would he do?
Kind of my bread and butter.
I mean,
we have a lot of community events that we're involved in, and I've obviously run into you at some of those, and I enjoy getting out and meeting the people because in this job, no matter where it is, you've got to have the support of the people, and the more you know, the better you can accomplish what you're trying to do is, have a good partnership with the community, and so I try to get to all those events, and like this one today, and meet people and listen to what they think about us and they sometimes want to know what they can do to help us. So it's a great working relationship with the public.
Now, are there any future plans to actually let Mike use real bullets in his gun?
Oh no.
They do give me a real taser.
You got a real taser. All right, we'll take your word for it. Brad has driven a demo car this morning.
I know where you're going with this. I do not want to take a taser.
It's 5 seconds.
So
what's 5 seconds?
Didn't we talk about that?
Yes.
About training and having to go through that? I think we did. Yeah.
So you actually had to be on the receiving end of the taser.
Well, it's typically not required. Some agencies do require you. I've been tasered twice in training.
Really?
Once in the chest and once in the back. And it is quite an experience. But I think if you talk to any officer, they will say, I will take a taser over pepper spray any day. Because 5 seconds, it's over, you're done. Pepper spray, I mean...
Great point.
Right.
Oh, wow.
It just lingers.
Now, do you guys carry pepper spray?
We do.
Do you really?
Yes. It's still one of those you always have to have different tools for whatever job you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
So it's always going to have different options. Taser's not always 100% effective. Pepper spray is not always 100% effective. In different force control tactics, same thing, not always 100% effective. So you have to be able, hey, try this, or what's appropriate. Go through your toolbox.
Yes. Now, is pepper spray expensive? Like, is there a cheaper option? Like, if you guys just want to throw salt in somebody's eyes, is that
like a salt spray?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd probably be. I mean, it'd give you that like beach blown hair, I guess.
That's a good point.
Right.
See, we come up with ideas on that, Mark.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you guys. If you got budget constraints, talk to us. We'll help you out.
Like an iodine deficiency, we'd be helping.
Yeah. We're here to help.
I've never heard of salt spray. That's actually pretty smart.
I'm not sure it's a thing. But Chief, now, can we get permission? What we'd like to do is a Landmark Live ride along with one of your officers that that's pretty media friendly. I don't know. Maybe Mike would do it. I don't know. Is that a possibility to do a Landmark Live within the cop car while Mike's doing a ride along? Or actually, we're riding along with Mike. Can we do that? Work that?
Certainly something we can talk about.
All right, let's talk about it. We can negotiate it off camera if you want.
About half
That's a topic for another day.
Topic for another day.
About half the things you've asked the chief so far doesn't seem like you probably should have asked him on the air.
That's all right. That's why they call it Landmark Live.
That's right.
Now, Mike, you went through public information officer training, and they taught you some phrases to use when you don't really want to answer the questions. So tell us about those, and Katie, get in on Mike here because he's got some important, helpful information for you kids at home. If your parents are asking you a question, you don't really want to answer it, Mike, tell them the phrases to use.
Well, the biggest phrase, and I tried to feed the chief the line, and I kind of, let into you then, but that's a topic for another day. Which is great.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll work with your parents.
Well, you can try.
That's a good
You can try. Because sometimes, you're trying to stay on subject, on point, what we're here for, and sometimes, things go in different directions, and that's a way to kind of bring it back. Hey, what you're saying is great,
right?
But now it's not the time.
And you're not saying you're not going to answer the question.
Right.
You're just saying you're not going to answer it at that particular moment. So I think it's great advice.
Yeah, so when you put the chief on the spot, that would have been the best answer, in my opinion.
I can do that.
Did you go to the school, the Ned Yost School
Hard
of
Knocks?
Public? No, it was the Ned Yost School of Public Relations. That kind of sounds like something that Ned Yost would say.
Yeah, you know,
stymieing people from talking about.
I'm gonna check it. That might be like the advanced class.
It probably is the advanced class.
probably.
Yeah, World Series winning class.
Now, Mike, what are you doing in your free time these days? I think last time we had you on the show, you talked a lot about craft beer. That you seem to enjoy.
I don't recall that, which makes sense. So maybe I am into craft beer.
So Brad's into craft beer as well. So do you guys have a particular favorite that you could recommend? Obviously, you only drink one before you shut it down for the night. But when you do have that one beer, what do you have?
IPA. I mean, I'm sort of at that point now. IPA always kind of is what I favor now.
Okay, Brad, you? Brad?
I drink whatever is free.
Whatever.
Whatever Mark Alford's buying.
You're going to be waiting a while. You'll have to go get it for him. Well, guys, we appreciate you coming on the show. You guys are superstars now, media stars, Kansas City celebrities, so to speak, now that you've been on Fox 4. And we appreciate, again, you remembering the little people here in Platte County. Continue to serve us and protect us well, if you would. And we'll have you on again soon. We'll have Mike on, hopefully, around Halloween, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then, Chief, let's work on that ride-along. We'll discuss it later. Thank you, sir. Sergeant Mike Mann, Chief Joe Wellington on Landmark Live. We'll be back soon. We'll talk more real estate with our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you.